Did it just go live? I clicked go live like 5 minutes ago. Completely ridiculous. And I modified the Twitch output and it's still saying it's the wrong bitrate. Am I really going to stream reading Epstein emails? Of course I am. Have you guys read them? They're fascinating. Have you guys read any of these Epstein emails? Oh, it's so interesting. I saw a YouTube short from Good Work by Dan Toomey today. And it was basically exactly my thoughts on it. I'll show it to you. Good Work. Good Work. Dan Toomey. Shorts. Here we go. I hope this doesn't dox me. Let me just double check. Yeah. And then we're gonna pause the Animal Crossing OST for just a sec. And then let's see here.
Epstein emails are sweeping Wall Street.
Okay. Also, I have the sound alerts turned on again from the blurb in the Twitch redeems. If you guys are interested. Good thing I'm wearing eye protection. I know, right? This one. Okay. This is just a short. It's just like
Epstein emails are sweeping Wall Street. That's what professionals are saying after flocking to adopt the disgraced financier's email writing style. When
Was
the
it
Epstein
loud?
email
Shit, sorry. Here, I'll turn it down. Also, I don't know how to turn myself up. I'm already so loud on my mixer. I have not spent any time fixing my audio settings.
emails were released, I was at first disgusted. But upon looking at them closer, I realized how clean and efficient Jeff's way of communicating is. With odd spacing between lines, scant word counts, odd code names for friends, and an unsettling number of commas, employees are finding that the Epstein emails are the efficiency solution they've been looking for.
Jeff was obviously a sadistic pedophile first, but second, he was a revolutionary grammarian. Tell space ... cappuccino to ... call me.
Send me message, when can, return, thanks. It's 9 a.m. and I've already sent 250 Epstein emails.
Although Wall Street isn't the first institution to start speaking in Epstein.
Obviously, here at Harvard, we've been proudly using Epstein emails for decades, and it's delightful to see others finally catch up to us.
I'm not on island.
And business leaders say the onboarding is about to become more efficient. So far, we've been training employees to write in Epstein by just having them read as many emails as possible, but lately we've developed a new program that will auto-Epstein your emails for you. It's artificial intelligence, or as we call it, Jeffrey. Hi, Cynthia. Could you set up drinks for me and the Denver team on Wednesday the 25th?
Hey, fat tits, what do you say?
For New York News at 2, I need a bath. Epstein.
Okay. You unfollowed me because you hate me, don't you? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So, we're gonna be learning about politics, rich people. We're gonna be learning a lot today about how the pedophilic elite communicate with each other to the tune of Animal Crossing music. Yay! Cursed knowledge. What is it? One of my favorite songs from Bo Burnham's comedy special Inside was when he has the sock puppet and he's like, pedophilic elite and all the then he like he's like he kills the puppet. Anyways. Bring out my emails. Let's see here. Let's do a random one. They have a little Google a la Google lucky feeling lucky button here. Oh. Oh, we're certainly lucky, I guess. I will say that most of these emails don't actually have anything like that bad in the email itself. It's a lot of dodging accountability. What is this one? What is this one? So okay. Okay. I have a huge problem, not with this website, but with the way that literal Gmail organizes emails. I find them so fucking unreadable. I find it so unreadable the way that the real Gmail formats emails, and I'm having a really hard time with this because it actually copies Gmail. So, okay, this email's from January 9th, 2015. Someone to Epstein says, I know, I like where it's going, ... Yes, new email. Also, the way these fucking boomers are emailing each other as if it's like, was that too loud? That was loud in my ears. Okay, the way these fucking boomers email each other like they're texting or on Discord, I'm like, literally, who double emails? All of these people double email so weirdly. I genuinely don't understand it. Okay. Yes, let's do it. I like most of it. Would like less personal attacks and more reasons why allegations are ridiculous. I loved the fact-checking story. Just a few days ago, I toyed with the idea of posting a photo of me doing a pre-flight inspection and saying I wished other professions would have that requirement before putting innocent people's lives at risk. So I guess this is a flight attendant or pilot? You double email? Stop it. It makes you look incompetent. Jeffrey says, notable? Also, all of these people are speaking in code. I'm assuming it's because they're like calling each other. Whoa, my fingers are doing some crazy stuff there. I'm assuming they're also calling each other. So it's just like, this is just like in between calls and stuff. I mean, it's crazy because they're like clearly trying to cover their tracks. I mean, it's hang 10. Oh, that looks fine. As soon as I just rotate my hand a little bit. Whoa! What the fuck? It looks totally fine in media pipe, so this is clearly a Warudo problem. All I'm doing is rotating my hand slightly. Like I'm going from here to here. This is crazy. Warudo's wild. Okay. Need cracking noises? Decided to start working. Okay, also, every single one of Jeffrey Epstein's emails ends with, please note, the information contained in this communication is confidential, may be attorney-client privileged, may constitute inside information, as it is intended only for the use of the addressee. It is the property of JEE. Unauthorized use disclosure. Yes, we're reading Epstein emails. We're role playing as Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer, or, you know, the DOJ, or the Senate. We're just reading. We're doing our civic duty and being informed about the ongoings of whatever. He's dead? We're role playing. It's putting that in my emo footer going forward. I know, right? And it's working so well. I only met Jeffrey Epstein after I was an adult. Over 18. Okay, and a lot of these are like them like taking other people's emails and forwarding them or like what. So clearly I was never ever his sex slave. Obviously a lurid chauvinistic categorization. You know, I wouldn't feel the need to categorize the phrase sex slave as chauvinistic. I would my email about not being a sex slave has people asking a lot of questions. Which in my opinion could only have been made by some loser of a repressed male reporter. He was always kind, funny, and generous towards me. And also, by the way, remember, this is Jeffrey Epstein is writing this email. These fantasy fabrications made by delusional thief, charged with stealing from the burger place from which she worked, though she claimed to paid thousands of dollars in cash and held at the beck and call of the genius tycoon. Her storytelling, had it been done while sleeping, would have been called dreaming. If awake, this is very Jeffrey. I don't know if this is him supposedly copying and pasting, but this sounds like Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know. His fucking grammar and the way he types is so insane. Hello, Mr. Boba-Tea. She claimed in the minutest of details her dinner with President Clinton on the Caribbean island, spelled wrong. Now how he arrived, period. By Black Heli, period. Where he sat, period, comma, on Jeffrey's left, period. On a 21st tale of power, sex, money, period. This is, yeah, Jeffrey Epstein 3000% wrote this. I'm so confused. The fact is that this story is total make-believe, fabricated on purpose to gain tabloid attention and easily refuted by readily available travel records of a former president. It defies belief that any person would take seriously such a preposterous story. Preposterous is spelled right, but he can't capitalize a single word, a single sentence? Except President Clinton, by the way. Jeffrey Epstein and President Clinton and Caribbean Island are the only three capitalized proper nouns in this entire thing. A little different than her telling her father that she met the queen. Whoops! He believed her, though her mother at the relevant time complained that she must have been engaging in Satan worship and asked that she be put in her drug home. Asked that she be put her in a drug home. Come on. I'm currently a professional pilot with a spotless record. I have a checklist that I follow before every flight. Wait, was Epstein piloting the plane? Is this infamous plane we've heard about? Was Jeffrey Epstein the one piloting it this whole time? The flight records and everything? Was Jeffrey Epstein piloting the plane? A talented man. A man of many talents. Gotta look him up in the FAA database. Oh my god. I have a checklist that I follow before every flight to verify things that things are what they are supposed to be. Checking her story, which the press has refuted to do, would serve the public well. In this case, human error is merely a euphemism for hijacking the truth. Euphemism spelled totally wrong. Okay. Random person says, definitely not going to talk to the reporters. Doesn't feel right. XOXO. XO. Sent from mobile. And then after this, I don't even understand how this person did this, but after the sent from mobile sign off, it says, they called my friend blank today and told her that they are writing a story about notable people from the East and would like to talk to her about me. She didn't fall for it. Slovakian press is going crazy right now. Jeffrey says, it was a first draft. What are they talking about? And oh my god, it's so unclear. It's so annoying. Apparently, they are now asking how my parents bought a building in town, implying it was all the money they got for selling me. Smiley face, getting ugly. By the way, I think that they mostly only censor victims' names. So I guess this person is a victim? Normally, it's the co-pilot's job to call out blank. In this instance, I'm calling her out. Sad face, sad face. It was only meant as a pun on blank. I'm a pilot. I prefer sex slave to co-pilot, winky face. Oh, because they hate the term co-pilot so much that they would prefer to be called a sex slave? I know. Cute. Just a joke about people's unique sensitivities. You must have heard many this week. How are you doing? Sexy cute. Next email. Next email. Forward Barack is not. For your, it's a lot of, it's also because these guys are boomers, it's also a lot of people just sending each other links to articles. You need to talk to boss. Okay, who is Kathy? Can someone Google who Kathy Root? Actually, I'll do it. Who's her boss? Ah, well, okay. An attorney who was principal duty White House counsel and then White House counsel for Barack Obama. Okay. Okay, cool. So boss in this case would be Barack Obama. Maybe read from bottom oldest. Oh, am I reading them in reverse order? I fucking, no, I'm not. Oh, I am. No, I'm not. It's top to bottom. Top is the oldest. See, so 1 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. I'm not reading them backwards. You scared me for a sec. It might make more sense if that was the case, frankly. Agreed, but I need to be prepared to say yes before I talk to him. Sent from my iPad. Understood. It comes down to high... Here, I'll do a voice for Epstein. Understood. It comes down to high risk, reward, low risk, reward, professional, emotional, and financial. Spelled wrong. Financial. Most girls do not have to worry about this crap. Most girls don't have to worry about this crap. Did you get Twitch busted? The stream there just went offline. No, it's... my stupid Twitch, the bitrate is... Oh wait, no, it looks like it's fine. No, my Twitch stream is fine. It says it's live. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Twitch is online. Just only a you problem, Tom. Running a Pokemon tournament right now, but I have to split my focus to tune in. We gotta learn. You gotta be well-informed, informed citizen. Most girls don't have to worry about this crap. Also, they all talk like they're in a fucking sitcom, but they're talking about the most vile, disgusting thing you could possibly imagine. Girls, quote unquote, comma, careful, I will renew an old habit. Teal, Summers, Bill Burns. Teal, so this is Peter Teal. I don't know who Summer is. Summers, Bill Burns, Gordon Brown, Jagland. I don't know who any of these people are except Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel. Council of Europe and Noble Chairman, Magnolia Press, Hardy, Puree, India, Boris Gates, Jabor, Qatar, Sultan, Dubai, Coslin, Harvard, Leon Black, Woody. You are a welcome guest at any ... Also, if you think there are interesting people in town, everyone here is for Climate Summit, Clinton, Security Council. Holy shit, I'm on blank for next 30 minutes. So, okay, what's happening is Epstein is saying you gotta convince Barack Obama to do something, and then Barack Obama's counsel says most girls don't have to worry about this crap. Epstein says, "Don't make me get pervy on your ass," and then lists an insane number of highly influential people across the world that she can visit, influence, whatever. And then says, "Holy shit, I'm on blank for next 30 minutes. Doesn't look like you're prioritizing your schedule very effectively, ... Oh my god, boomer jokes are so crazy. Boomer jokes are insane. Okay, how are you gonna manage all that? This is Unga week, so the boss will be back in town too. What the fuck is Unga week? I'll be here all week. M dash. You may get sick of me, ... Just sat down on the train so can't talk freely. Train? Yes. I will be like the emergency room doctor at Lenox Hill. Put that crazy in room 1, gunshot in surgery, and the cook. Well, he can wait. What? Boomer jokes are crazy! What the fuck are these people talking about? I need boomers to die already. No, I didn't say that. That was a joke. That was actually, that was a millennial joke, Twitch. That was a millennial joke. Yes, trains exist, M dash. People ride them to get from one place to another, ... Germ factories, however. DC today, back in New York on Sunday morning. Reed's guy went down on all 7 counts. Yes, that's after turning down misdemeanors. Whoops. Yep, and now he's a repeat offender. Double whoops. Yeah, we will now go through a period of self-reflection and despair. The way these people are joking about the most heinous crimes you can possibly imagine. Corruption on every level of government, especially the high ones. Sorry, I just saw a message that you guys can't see yet. But we're gonna get there. Okay, anyways. Yeah, we'll now need to go through a period of self-reflection and despair, she says sarcastically. Reed or governor? Governor is not Jewish. Oh, she's making a joke. What? Ah! Of course not. He wouldn't have been so stupid. What the fuck? Correct. One time maybe. Twice? No way. And then apparently, and then he said, free now, and then I guess they talked on the phone. And then she said, I think that should do it, after talking to the president, I assume. I can't see it, but my hands are in prayer. New email. Next email. Oh, this one's called Saudi Money. This is gonna be fun. Okay. Thomas Jr. Landon. Who the fuck is Thomas Jr. Landon? Thomas Jr. Landon. A former reporter for the New York Times, where he worked from 2002 to 2019. His reporting focused on international finance, emerging markets, and the asset management industry. That all tracks pretty well, doesn't it? Okay, back to the email. I've been called in to help on a big New York Times investigation into how oil prices have been affecting the personal finances of royal family in Saudi Arabia. Obviously, they called in much of their cash from the likes of BlackRock and others, but I thought you might have some ideas. Maybe some people to talk to? I would think it's more than cutting down on yachts and private planes or selling real estate in Paris, Istanbul, London. Any thoughts? P.S. Does my story on Abraj get me a meeting with Gates next time he's in town? Happy face? So, Jeffrey Epstein was just an informant to everybody, huh? He was like, I really want to say he's like the info broker in Bakano. So yeah, anyways, the one that got the shit beat out of him for endangering a little girl. Words that you refer to one thing, words that you two refer to one thing, USA. The stock market / royal family are no longer very useful. In politics, the USA meant the White House. Now there is Pentagon, CIA, Pentagon, period. CIA, state, and congressional in addition, each feels empowered to act more independently, period. Stock market, even in tech, needs biotech, consumer tech, period. Infrastructure tech, etc., period. Same with royal family. There are 20k members of a tribe called the Royal Tribe. The words are misleading, period. If your article is focused on Bin Salman or the very top, period, no one is wondering where they can find the local Costco, period. But they are aware that a message needs to be sent to their population regarding next 20 years, comma. Social media and the selfie crowds post the best of everything. Their cutest pictures, the amazing food, the luxury resorts, period. The masses see these things, and as the difference between the expectations and reality widen, the anger grows, period. Trump is tapped in. What's the implication? Saudi royals are flaunting their wealth too much. The common people are upset, disgruntled, understandably. Trump is wielding it, doing something with the, like, what does Trump have to do with it? With the passage of the 911 Saudi bill, unlike the French Revolution, where it has the people of France that revolted against their own aristocracy. Nope, didn't spell that right. Aristocracy. With the internet and globalization of disconnect, it is now the Americans that can revolt against the Saudi leadership. It is the Oh, he's saying not that the Saudi people are revolting against the Saudi government, it's the Americans are revolting against Saudis. Okay. It is the Americans that are demanding women drive, not the Saudis. Oh, okay. No, yeah, they're saying that America's meddling with Saudi Arabia to bring about revolt, which, by the way, not untrue, but that's just like known information. He's not. Okay, anyways. Interesting. CEO of big finance firm told me that Saudis, Sama, I don't know what the acronym SAMA is, have withdrawn 200 billion that has been parked with usual suspects over past year or so. That number seem in line with what you know? Jeffrey. Most of the Saudi money is tied up in PE funds. No withdrawals allowed. PE. PE? I don't know what that means. No withdrawals allowed. And I'm not... By the way, can you guys see this? Or is there like too much bloom on the screen? I think there might be too much bloom on the screen. Let me see if I can change that. No, I don't know. Too bright, and the right is cut off. The fuck? Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, let me uncrop it on the right-hand side. Which one is gonna be right? Not that one. Not that one. Apparently it's that one. too bright. Okay. How do I fix this? I don't know. I genuinely have no idea how to fix this. I don't even know what's causing this. Should I add a tint? Oh my gosh. Well, not that. Maybe adding a tint? Oh yeah, that works. Okay. There we go. How's that? Private equity. That could be it. Okay. I'm not seeing much in the secondary market, period. BlackRock is more money market, comma, like custodian than investor. What is your back of the envelope guess as to how much Saudi money tied up in such funds? Sorry, no good handle without digging. I've spoken to a lot of CEOs. Alright, let me double check that I'm not missing anything from my messages. No, we're good. I've spoken to a lot of CEOs who fund outfits to say Saudis have been pulling billions of dollars in separate account money, not just from BR BlackRock. And plus, I can't believe that they would have so much tied up in lockups. Okay, kind of boring. Random page. So it starts with Jeffrey Epstein saying fun. I'm assuming in reaction to this article about Steve Bannon that Steve Bannon sent to him. Kathy Rumler. How'd they make that rock so black? By just rubbing money on it. Rubbing the lease. It's all the ink from the leases. No, BlackRock is the one that doesn't take people's houses, I think. Kathy Rumler says, this drives me effing crazy. Simple question for your boy. Did Donald Trump actively promote the theory that she misspelled Barack. She's the fucking counsel to Barack Obama and she misspelled his fucking name. To Barack Obama was not born in the US and was therefore not a legitimate president? Answer, yes. He should not defend that shit. He can defend populist nationalism all he wants, but when he bullies people defending obvious Trump lies, he loses credibility. Who are they talking about? Steve Bannon? Agreed. I'll pass it on. Agreed. I'll pass it on, smiley face. Okay, so I guess Steve Bannon was promoting the conspiracy theory that Obama was not born in the US, which obviously was a big thing that Trump said. And so Kathy Rumler was like, call your boy back. Call your Steve Bannon back. And he's like, agreed, smiley face. Okay. The New York Times, intimidation, pressure, humiliation inside Trump's 2-year war on the investigations encircling him. This is from 2019. So this is towards the end of the emails. He is crazy! Intimidation, pressure, and humiliation inside Trump's 2-year war on the investigations encircling him. New York Times. The President Trump's efforts have exposed him to accusations of obstruction of justice as Robert Mueller III, the special counsel, finishes his work. Read the full story. Shared from Apple News. Sent from my iPhone. Okay, boomers. National Enquirer? National Enquirer? Isn't the National Enquirer the one that does, like, alien stories and shit? Bad boy. Tonya. The National Enquirer is preparing to publish a story that Bill Clinton used a private, quote-unquote, orgy jet to travel to Brunei for an extraordinary dinner with a royal accused of duping American women into white slavery. I'm just losing it that, like, by the way, some of these emails are so insanely, like, a lot of these emails are insanely racist. Just the thought that, like, slavery is such a non-white person thing that you have to specify white slavery. White slavery? What the fuck? Okay, the Inquirer will report that Bill was accompanied by the 727's owner, billionaire pedophile Jeffrey Epstein, when he landed in the tiny Southeast Asian country on May 25th, 2002. His entourage also included 2 women who allegedly worked as madames for Epstein, luring teenage girls into sex trysts with the tycoon and his powerful and famous friends. According to the Inquirer's investigation, why is the National Enquirer doing the hard journalism? Was it right all along? Have we been putting the National Enquirer? We fell for Epstein's propaganda about the National Enquirer. Epstein emails? Yes, we're reading Epstein emails. Correct. Yes. You've read the title correctly. We're reading real Epstein emails. Journalistic integrity is dead. There is no realist investigations. Not when. Oh my god, the number of emails that are in this inbox that are just from journalists being like, hey Jeff, could you give me the inside scoop on your friend Donald? God. Okay. Bill spent the day playing golf at a 7-star, as in the max 5 hotel, and then was invited to dine with Brunei's Sultan. I'm not gonna bother. Who was charged with holding a deeply religious Christian beauty queen as a human chattel. Far from being embarrassed by the ruler's tawdry reputation, moreover, records for Bill's non-profit foundation revealed that Brunei made a donation towards his Clinton presidential library that year between $1 million and $5 million. Please kindly attempt to provide any comment by 4 p.m. ET tomorrow, Friday, January 30th, to whatever. Someone says... So, by the way, and also a lot of these are people emailing people around Jeffrey Epstein and them immediately forwarding that email to Jeffrey Epstein. So that was what this was. This was Tonya. I don't know who Tonya Haddad Coleman is. But she got contacted by a journalist about ousting, about something related to Jeffrey Epstein, immediately forwarded that email to Jeffrey Epstein. Cool. This one's just called Trump. Our good friend Thomas Jr. Landon again, who is the financial reporter for the New York Times. I am kind of shocked that our reporters did not contact you to read the Trump/women story. Seems to me he got off rather lightly. How are you doing? So I guess, by the way, at a certain point in these emails, Jeffrey Epstein, I believe it's like during his like when he was running for his first term, Jeffrey Epstein just totally turned on Trump and was like, worst person I've ever met. Like, absolute, like, no, not a good cell in his body, like, hate that guy, da-da-da-da. So this guy is saying, like, oh, Trump got off lightly, they should have asked you about Trump, they would have gotten you the real tea. How are you doing? He says. Jeffrey Epstein says, me too. Jeffrey Epstein never answers how he's doing. Never, not once. People always ask, how you doing, Jeff? He's just like, zip. XOXOXO smiley face. Hi, Paul. I've been spending lots of time with Erwin Corey and his family past 2 weeks especially. He was in hospital until last week, and then he died a few hours ago, peacefully at home at home in bed. Last night he told me Trump will be assassinated soon. He was eager to learn the news each day. I asked him if he would join the anti-Trump rallies when he gains strength. Doctors told me he might live many months. Alas, he was laughing and smiling till the end and frowning about Trump. Warm and loving regards, Jim Douglas. My friend Alana, a young comedian, was here with him most nights. Everyone used to say he will live to 147. Alana explained that 102 is 147 in comedian years. I don't know what this empty first team. Invalid date, invalid time. This feels like this kind of feels like I'm playing some fucked up video game. Trying to extract meaning from these emails. Jeffrey to Nicholas Ribbies says, getting hotter. Nicholas Ribbies says, wow, I wonder what Jared did. You know Donald Trump knew? Wow, I wonder what Jared did. You know Donald Trump knew? Sent from my BlackBerry 10 smartphone. Are you on cell? Importance, hi. Yes, but bad time. Call me at 8 or early tomorrow. Sent from my BlackBerry 10 smartphone. I guess something about an investigation about Donald Trump. Oh, by the way, I did read what was the one on this page that I read that was just simply crazy? What the fuck? Doesn't matter. Random page. Any New York plans? To Ken Starr. You're always welcome if you would. No, sorry. Any New York plans? You're always welcome if you would like to visit Caribbean. I can organize. Anytime with your wife, your call. Otherwise, New York, December 6th and 9th. Interesting times. And then sends an article claiming that one of the victims was lying about Epstein Island. Are you going to stop in St. Thomas on your cruise? Thanks for checking in. I'll make some time, he means. What timing would work for you? Sent from my iPhone. Darn, on a cruise in the aforementioned Caribbean that week. Weekly standard post-election cruise. What? Bad timing on our part. We'll start for January, February in warm climate, or New York when you're there next. Many thanks, sent from my iPhone. Hope Thanksgiving is peaceful, miss talking to you. Greetings, just got my hand on the itinerary. Alas, no St. Thomas, back up to the drawing board. Hope you're well, best Ken, sent from my iPhone. And to you, nope, and to you as well. We'll be at the Breakers en Familia as of Tuesday evening. Any chance to see you in Sunshine State? Hugs, Ken. I'll be there Wednesday. Great, anytime at your convenience if you can come to the house. Fabulous, may I buy you lunch? And then, Jeffrey, sensational. I'll be there with bells ringing. High noon, okay? Sent from my iPhone. And then Jeffrey just had forwarded this whole email chain to someone, I guess. I don't know. From Kirsty McKenzie. We are keen to explore the possibility of conducting an interview with Mr. Epstein on the subject of the stories which are circulating, however inaccurately, about both him and Prince Andrew, the Duke of York. We'd be keen to hear from Mr. Epstein firsthand so that the various and at times speculative reporting, which is at large in the UK press, can be better scrutinized. Let me tell you a bit about the Today program. Today is the BBC's main morning news show. A morning news show wants to interview Epstein to clear his name, or at least they're saying that. You know, they're buttering him up so he'll say yes. Program guests have included a selection of some of the biggest names in politics, business, international relations, and the arts, including U.S. Treasury, blah, 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 blah. We're a program that carries considerable weight and influence and which prides itself in being the first port of... Well, you know, actually, they could have been being serious, because I don't know if you guys know this, but like a lot of... Especially the UK press is just owned by, what the fuck is his name? The Australian guy. Australian media mogul. Rupert Murdoch. Yeah, Rupert Murdoch. A lot of Fox News is also owned by Rupert Murdoch. And almost all the Australian news is owned by Rupert Murdoch. Rupert Murdoch, like, Fox News was created with the vision of, in Rupert Murdoch's vision. So, just Just whatever Fox News says, that's what Rupert Murdoch wants to say. Anyways, so they forwarded that to Jeffrey Epstein, and he, I don't know, just there was no response. Okay. Question mark to Pritzker Tom. I'm stuck in the cold, 5 degrees. Aspen next week to warm up. Ty Olson was a good move for Trump. Have gotten to know him at the CSIS. He's the real deal. G-Max. Ghislaine Maxwell? This is Ghislaine Maxwell. Okay, cool. Who's currently in a minimum security prison, being given a puppy because Trump wants to keep her happy because she knows something that she shouldn't. These are things that you can look up. Imagine exactly the opposite, question mark. Appetizers 20, salad, pasta dishes, meat dishes, fist dishes? Cheeses, chocolates, teas, nuts, olives, hummus, breads, cakes, pastries, sorbet, ice cream, juices, fruits. Sorry for all the typos sent from my iPhone. I now refer to my most recent trip as that mad adventure. The Arabian stallion I rode across the desert had 2 speeds, fast and faster. Oh, did I mention his name was Obama? My hands are still clamped shut from trying to hold him. I didn't see a lick of water or a loo for a week in sand. Even after 12 showers, it's still coming out of places I didn't know existed. The food, ... Well, what can one say about a piece of flatbread and some warm goat's milk? The sleeping arrangements were deeply dodgy. Shared a 3-sided Bedouin tent with a host of strangers, with not so much as a lamp for light, whilst freezing to death in the night air and simultaneously choking whilst inhaling swirls of sand from the nightly storms. The nadir. Wow, these are words I have not heard since high school. Oh, wow, okay. A lot of these words. Bedouin, nadir, the nadir. Fuck, the nadir. Someone is a writer. Who is Ghislaine Maxwell? Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell is a British former socialite and convicted child sex offender. Well, that's why she's in prison right now. She was found guilty of child sex trafficking and other offenses in connection with the deceased financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The following year, she was sentenced to 20 years of imprisonment in the United States. She's just a socialite. I'm trying to read skimming about her relationship to Epstein. They dated a little bit and just remained friends after that. Okay. Cool. Oh boy. Actually, I'm kind of curious. I would like to hear some more emails from Ghislaine Maxwell. I think her parents are famous. Her parents are from the government contracts or something. Yeah, from the UK. Here's pics from the vacay. Got you some more victims. Exactly, right? Gonna scroll down a bit because I think the ones at the top are all about her arrest, so they're not actually from her. Well, she wasn't arrested until 2021. She wasn't convicted until 2021. Initial response, too many answered the question raised. Relation with Jeffrey, question mark, and you and Clinton, her and Andrew. What's the deal here? Why is she there? This is who I am. This is how I know Jeffrey. Employed from too. I was aware that Jeffrey hired message people. I sometime hired them. She was one of them. Collection re-employed. Jesus Christ, how much coke did this guy do? Fuck. Okay. I am writing in response to the allegation that I have been made, which is wrongly, correctly untrue during the time that Mr. Robson. In response, in general, writing a subpoena, question mark. You will never answer questions to the press satisfaction. They will not be persuaded. The ... Yes, ... I am on the phone with other attorney getting you an answer. And here's from Ghislaine Maxwell. Can my lawyer talk to a lawyer? I have to distance myself from you in statement too. And they need me to say that I was not aware of massage with Andrew in my house. These things, they have to stay along with meeting blank and rebuting those allegations. I needs it ASAP. The Terramar Project, Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus pins. Okay. The Daily Catch pledge. I need it written out in full. And he said, call me. Oh, I already read that one. Privilege redacted. Ex-teen prostitute files suit in billionaire sex slave case. Privilege redacted. Privilege redacted. The whole email was redacted. We're never gonna get all the emails. We're never gonna get all the files. No, not Heidi Klum! God damn it! I like Heidi Klum! Fuck! Okay, so the email is called Prince Andrew at Heidi Klum's Hookers and Pimps Party with Ghislaine Maxwell. Well, I mean, hookers and pimps aren't that much of a problem. It's when they're, you know, young. Okay, tie it to the easily disproved Clinton. I'm gonna have to make a statement. I will send it to you. I don't have a choice. Someone named Philip Barden says, Dear Ghislaine, oh, by the way, I need to go soon. Dear Ghislaine, below is a link to today's mail. The allegations are getting worse. This is not a storm you can ride by not getting any statement out and will get you your life back. You have friends saying they don't believe you and would act in this way, and you need to say that you did not. The mail website is read by 193 million. I don't see how a statement denying the allegations will make matters worse, which is the acid test. It will make your position better as you will a strong open denial on record. These allegations must not gain traction. I won't say any more. As I have given my advice, call me. Please consider the environment before printing this email. Won't you save the trees? Okay, I'll do one more and then I gotta go, unfortunately. All the Ghislaine Maxwell emails have been redacted. The allegation. Hearth claimed that... No, wait, that's not the first email. But there's nothing there. Trump made repeated unwanted sexual advances. Eco-friendly sex pest emails, of course, yeah. Then, hey, next time when you bring over some victims, could you use a QR code for the boarding pass? Think of the environment, right? The allegation. Hearth claimed that Trump made repeated unwanted sexual advances as she and her romantic partner at the time. George Horney pursued a business relationship with the mogul. This is too well written. This is clearly a copy and paste of the 1990s. She said that on January 24th, 1993, at Mar-a-Lago, Trump offered her a tour of the estate and then pulled her into his daughter Ivanka's empty bedroom. Quote unquote, he pushed me up against a wall and he had his hands all over me and tried to... It's gross. Okay, well, this is just a copy and paste. Who cares? This was just about embezzlement. Trump at war. This is about some Netflix documentary that they were trying to make about Epstein. Okay. Oh, there was one that was on the first page that was just so completely insane that I'm trying to find. What? This is a long one. The fuck? this one? This is the crazy one. This is the crazy one. Okay, we don't know who sent this one, but you could pretty easily figure it out by the content of the email. I just didn't bother. Okay, someone said, "Miss chatting with you. Am back at work. We'll give keynote at the Louisiana State Psychology Association in early November, and the next day meet with department heads and deans for 3 local universities: Tulane, New Orleans, Louisiana State, to see if some kind of 3-year deal can be worked out. Then off to U Texas at Austin and Texas A&M, to which I have never been. Biology is very strong in genetics, and they may be interested. I will lecture them on recent advances on human evolutionary genetics, a specialty of mine. I attach latest version of honor killings. Key to look at are the photos. The women are without fail beautiful. Given that I was perhaps a little cruel or frenetic over Jim Watson, I attach a short resemblance of his other side, Francis Crick, a much more broad-minded and friendly organism." So he's like, first of all, take a look at this. What the fuck is honor killings? Book? Here's the full title of the book, guys. So remember, this person sent the book, a PDF of the book, to Jeffrey Epstein and said, take a look at the pictures inside. The women are all beautiful. Here's the name of the book: Honor Killing, Race, Rape, and Clarence Darrow's Spectacular Last Case. Cool. And then sends a picture of someone's wife and is like, well, maybe we can get a look at her. I don't give one shit about race and IQ, by the way, says person who definitely doesn't care about race and IQ, and is definitely not going around giving lectures about the connection between intelligence and race. And I hope it is clear that variance in genetic traits of all varieties is expected to be especially high in Africa. Hence, it is the source of all successful hominid invasions. But I am saying nothing about average intelligence, difference in intelligence, or anything else. I mean, just literally. So yeah, anyways. And then says, I will shortly send you a piece on Trump as a narcissistic psychopath. Finally, here's a joke for you. We are both, I believe, politically and not sexually polymorphic perverse. This is a joke, by the way, obviously. So there should be no problem with this character. And the article is Blindfold Sex Men Trick Dating App Anna Doret. Let me take a look at what the fuck this article is actually titled. Ah, okay. So the title is called, quote-unquote, Depraved Fantasist Tricked Straight Men into Having Blindfolded Sex. Man who posed as Anna on dating apps and websites will be sentenced next month. We are politically and not sexually polymorphically perverse, so there should be no problem with this guy. All best. Please remember to tell me when to take my money out of the market. That was the goal. Oh my god, that part also made me lose my fucking mind. P.S. Please tell me when to take my money out of the market. The reason why all of these people were so obsessed with Jeffrey Epstein is because with his connections, he could make you insanely rich, and he could fulfill all of your fantasies. You could go wherever you wanted, meet with whoever you wanted, have sex with whoever you wanted. That's why this guy exists. Greed as per usual. Okay, unfortunately, guys, I gotta go. I have to go do work because I work on the weekends too. So I hope this was informative to you, and I hope you guys have a better day than I. And remember, and never forget, Late to meeting due to Epstein emails. Hell ain't hot enough. Thank you for the education. You're kind of making this Epstein guy look like a cool dude for legal reasons. This is a joke. I hope you guys have a great day. I want to stream more, but then, like, even when I can stream, my fucking neighbors are so fucking loud. They have band practice at their house, and it's so fucking loud. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Ending screen.